I'm Malcolm.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
And you're tuned in for another episode of What's Up with Malcolm and Andrea. Today we're going to be talking about kind of racism in Iowa. Andrea can tell us a little bit about the KKK thing.
Well, there was an incident that happened where people had these flyers and they were spreading them on people's lawns. So it wasn't like a huge deal, but like it just scared the community a little bit. And the newspaper article, the first sentence was, racism isn't always as obvious as burning crosses. So like even though that in this situation it wasn't like burning crosses or something to that dramatic, it was still making flyers and like giving them out to people and putting them on people's lawns.
I think that sometimes people forget, like even like that racism is just only like that burning crosses, so that you can still be a racist. Like you could be friends with a lot of black people, but deep down you hate them, or it's not always as obvious to tell. And like because I had learned in like history that they have like KKK parades in like Dubuque, and I'd known that the organization was still obviously like alive, I guess, but I didn't know that they're walking around passing flyers. I just feel like it's 2013. And I just don't understand the need of the KKK. Like it just.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that it like just disappeared.
No, it's still
but
there.
it's still in existence, and it's still like a major part of.
If you think that it's not there, then you are very ignorant. I think it's ignorant to say that the KKK is gone. It's ignorant to say that racism is alive, is dead because you have a black president. That we progress in some sense, but we're still, we're not where we should be as a country with racism. At school, there was a student who had a Confederate flag on his belt that said redneck on. No, not on his. Well, another student had one on his belt, but another student had it on like his truck, I guess.
On a huge flag.
Huge flag.
Connected to his truck, and a lot of people were
very in arms.
Yes.
I don't think it's necessary for just
the need. The need is not there.
There's no need for that. Like putting that flag on your truck will not make you any more white anymore. You know what I mean? You're just it's unnecessary. I just feel like it wasn't funny. I didn't find it funny at all. I was kind of offended by it, but I just feel like it's so.
I found it very disturbing.
It's just rude. There's no need for the flag. Like we're living in a time where it's unnecessary. Like our president is black. Get over it, okay? You putting that flag on your truck is not gonna, it's not gonna diminish his accomplishments as an African.
And it's actually very sad that it still occurs today, and like when people feel the need to do that, it's just really like leaves like a huge hole in your stomach.
It's
like
unnecessary. Just like I don't understand. There's a lot of I think people try to make like racial jokes. For me personally, I just feel like.
Yeah, I mean, tell us a little bit about it, since like you are black.
I feel like sometimes it's just like it's funny. Like, if it's funny, I'll laugh. I'll play that's rude, but I'll laugh. I'll be like, fine. But if it's like I more so get offended if it's not funny and you're just saying it just kind of be rude. And the N-word thing is really kind of just. It depends. Like some black people get offended by white people using the N-word. Some don't. I know. For me, it depends on like
the
person, and understanding that. Niggr and nigga are two different words, two completely different words. They both derive from one word, but they have two completely different meanings. I think you have to understand that before you go around and use that word. I just feel like because you hear it in a rap song or whatever, does not justify you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean give you the right to use it.
And I feel like with a lot of vocabulary terms these days, you have to understand what they mean, where they come from. Don't just use words because you hear them in like a song and you think, oh, it's okay. No, you should find out what the word means before you decide to put it in your everyday vocab. I just feel there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to racism, all that type of stuff.
Have you ever felt like lower than anybody?
It wasn't. I never really felt lower than. I knew that I was. I've known I'm a minority. I know that there was not as many of me in the school. I never felt like, oh, I'm here and there. I felt like we were all on the same level. I feel like some people have tried to treat me like I was lower. I never felt, but I felt like they have just tried to kind of diminish me as that. But it doesn't really, that type of stuff doesn't really get me down. Like I get mad, but I'm gonna continue to live my life. I'm not gonna sit here and just get mad because of that. I have stuff to do. I have more important stuff to worry about than someone who's ignorant and bigot. I have too much time. Like it's not. I don't know. It just doesn't bother me that much, I guess.
Right.
It just depends on who you are. A lot of people get offended by it, and like I know my cousin gets offended by it, and I'm just like, let it go. Getting mad isn't going to stop them from hating you.
Right.
Getting mad isn't going to stop them from being ignorant or racist. So just why waste your time and your breath being like that? I don't know. That's not me, I guess.
Okay. Well,
this was a very interesting episode, very
Yes.
deep. We will be back not next week, but the week after that with another amazing episode as this one was. Peace out.
thanks for tuning in.